I was asked this last year, I was asked to go to North Dakota and work with the Department of Commerce, work with the leadership team at the Department of Commerce. So I went back there and I met Tracy. And Tracy said, you know, I attended another speech that you gave, and only because of that can I tell you this story. She said, I am very truthful. I pride myself on my truthfulness and my candor and my ability to build trust in a team. So when my organization, my leadership team said we're going to do a trust survey, I was the first to sign up. And then I got the results. And two of the people I report to said the same thing. You look like you have a hidden agenda. You look like you're not totally forthcoming. It seems as if you're holding things back. Well, you can imagine. I mean, Tracy was devastated. So she thought, as most people will, okay, I'll meet with those leaders and I'll find out what I can do differently. So she had a meeting and they said, all right, here's what we suggest. Before you present an idea, maybe you need to give us more of the backstory. So it doesn't look like there's something so self-serving. Here's what I've been thinking about. Here's why I decided this idea would be good for the organization. Months and months Tracy worked on this. Backstory, did the whole thing, presented her ideas. Next year, trust survey, same results. You don't look candid. You're not telling us the whole thing. It looks like you have a hidden agenda. And she said, then I heard you speak, and I thought, could it be something I'm doing with my body? So she thought, she said, you know, we're in North Dakota. It's pretty cold here in the winter. You know, I called them, because I'm going back there in the fall to do another thing for the governor's conference, but I called them, and they tell me the high today is 12 below. I mean, you know, that's cold to me. So anyway, she said, it's pretty cold here, and she said, and I'm naturally cold anyway, so I would sit in the meetings, and I would kind of huddle up, cross my arms, and pull my body in. And she said, so I wondered if I didn't do that, if I would come across differently. So she said, so I layered. You know, I was wearing like 5 sweaters, but I was comfortable. And she said, so I uncrossed my arms. I would gesture with my hands showing, more sweeping gestures, more inclusive, warmer kind of looks. And that was it. The next trust survey, highly trustworthy, very candid. I mean, it was amazing. When people talk to me about impression management, and they say, well, Carol, if you're telling us in an interview, you know, you stand like this before you go in, and you have to layer if you're going to be in a cold room. I mean, isn't that just kind of lying? Isn't that kind of manipulative? And I say, yeah, sure. It's just as manipulative as spell checking your resume before you send it in, or dressing for success before you go on that, or minding your manners, you know, if you're going out for a business lunch. All of those, very manipulative and highly recommended, by the way. Body language is, when you're working on impression management, it's not to fool people that you're something you're not. Because you really are smart, you really are good, you really are talented, and you really are candid. So why don't you just look that way?